Next, we have our roving reporter segment with Huldah Thompson, our host. In the tradition of Thanksgiving, Huldah will be interviewing Jodie Fitz of the Price Chopper Cooking Club, and Jodie will share some simple dessert ideas for kids and their parents. Let's watch.
Welcome to the Roving Reporter segment of Impact. This week, we're spotlighting Thanksgiving and how parents can get their kids involved in the cooking process. My guest is Jodie Fitz from the Price Chopper Kids Cooking Club. Jodie, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here today.
All right, but before we get to this,
yes,
let's talk about you because I've seen you all over the capital region.
I know.
You've been on all these local shows and you finally made it to Impact,
Yes,
so I'm happy about that.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Tell me about yourself and how did you get involved in the Price Chopper Kids Cooking Club?
Oh boy, it's like this really long story, so I don't know how long we have, but we'll do the shorter version of it. I'm a mom of 3 kids, and prior to this, I had a healthy kid initiative with a friend of mine that we worked with 15,000 kids in upstate New York. Wow. Right from the get-go, I wanted to involve cooking and recipes and getting kids involved in the process because I was seeing what I was doing at home with my children was having an impact. I wanted to start to share that. So, having worked with Price Chopper for a very long time on many different activities, I just got together with them, shared my idea, and it took a few years before it actually went into motion, and now we're entering year 4 of being out in the community.
So you go out into the community, you go into schools also?
I do a lot of school visits, I do a lot of community visits. School visits are one of my favorites because I'm with kids from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. They're my favorite clientele, but as you said, you're a big kid, and all of my recipes are really good for all ages, but it's just where I'm focusing at this point in time. And
you know what I like about this is that it involves everybody. This is an event that mom and dad can do on a Friday afternoon.
And it's really about making it a comfort zone, not about comfort food. So that's one of the benefits that comes out of cooking with your kids and spending time with them at the counters.
Yes, because we are so busy as parents, and this is a great time. And what I love also about your recipes, they do not take a lot of time.
Well, and that's just it. I mean, I have a lot of varying degrees, right? But it is about keeping it. We're just busy, and so simple, easy, repeatable are my favorite ingredients in any recipe.
Simple, easy, and repeatable.
That's right. Simple, easy, and repeatable. That's what we want to keep it for the kids. And then, children, depending on their interest and their age, can help at different varying levels. As a parent, you'll decide which ones are best for your child. And some kids, they just want to pour one ingredient in, and that is okay. Let them do that. They don't have to do it from beginning to end. They don't have to be the next future chef. But, I say about my boys, like my middle one is not really having this over big love, but he'll know how to make a mean smoothie when he leaves. As I tell all kids, if you like to eat, eventually you need to know how to cook just a little bit, and that's what it's about.
What are we making today?
Well, actually, we're going to get kids in the kitchen, and at Thanksgiving time, it's just so important to build those memories, and I always think it's easier to get them involved the day ahead. I don't know, the day of, you're pulling out the turkey, you're doing all the last minute craze, and as depending on their age, they certainly can help, but those younger kids can get in and get involved in the process ahead of time. So I've brought 2 desserts with me. One, we're going to go a little bit lighter on the fat, and it's a pumpkin pie alternative that I do with my kids. Right now, it's my daughter's running favorite, so it has been an after-school snack at my house on and off. She's excited to share it with her grandparents this year. And then we're going to make my mini gobble ups, which is really a little bit more about just watching the portion size as we're going forward.
Our first dessert is the pumpkin pie ice cream.
Yes.
Okay, I'm excited about this. Okay.
All right, yeah, super easy and simple. Love it. My kids love this one. Delicious. They're not big pumpkin pie eaters. Actually, I have to say, neither am I, but I love this. So really easy. You're going to make this at least the day ahead of time, right? So we have the light whipped cream.
Okay.
We're going to scrape in a can of pumpkin. The most important thing here is that you want to use the 100% pure pumpkin with nothing added to it.
Great,
so
great.
Another way to get that veggie into the kids, right?
Excellent.
And then I'm using, so I used an entire container of light whipped cream. I'm using the non-fat sweetened condensed cream. See how easy this is? And I'm going to put you to stirring and folding, right? So there you go. I'm going to have that. Our table's just slightly wobbly, so be careful with that.
So I'm
going to set these here. Just going to stir those up. I'm going to reach underneath. I'm going to add in a little bit of vanilla. All measurements are going to be at jodiefitz.com.
That's right.
So, and then we have the vanilla, and then, very important.
Oh, I can smell that.
Cinnamon.
There you go.
Awesome. There you go. There it is. Ta-da! Measuring, stirring, blending, and you're done. Can you believe that?
Yes. Excellent.
And then we're just going to pour it into this container when we're all done, and I'm going to have you take one of those cups. Now we top ours off with just a little bit of caramel and a little bit of chocolate, just a tiny bit. So go ahead, you can add a little topping to one. Right, so I'll have you taste it up because I've pre-made. And as I was telling you, I'm actually going to take this container home, pop it in my freezer. My daughter's going to be delighted that there's a whole new batch to share. So here you go, spoon for you.
Thank you.
Taste it up, see what you think. Now on my website too, I'm also going to put up how to make a little bit of a phyllo cup. We can fancy it up for the holidays. Isn't that yummy?
This is yummy.
I told you.
I am not kidding.
All right, ready? It's got all my favorite ingredients. Remember, simple, easy, repeatable. Done.
Simple, easy, repeatable indeed.
I have a lot of recipes going up of how to get kids involved this year. Everything from veggie boats to you name it. Mayflower veggie boats, that is. So yeah, lots of fun, good stuff. But I'm just bringing dessert today, right? Our favorite thing to talk about.
So the next thing that we're going to be making is?
All right, so these are my gobble ups. So I love these little shells, right? Portion control, 15 calories, love them. I am filling these up with a little bit of a mixture, which is very easy again. I'm not mixing up today because I had to do it ahead of time because we couldn't bring the mixer into the studio. But all that I have in here is a reduced milk pudding that we've put together with a little bit of cream cheese, a little bit of confectionery sugar, and then over here I'm just using wax paper and I use a marker to create these, which are, and I'll start to put it together, which are my feathers out of chocolate, right? So we're going to take this, not looking very fancy, and we're going to add, under the lights here, they're not doing fabulous. Yep, thank you. We're going to add in right, our feathers. Very easy, just melted these for 1 minute in the microwave. So there we go, let's turn it around.
Fabulous.
And then we've got our turkey heads out of chocolate.
Because it's too warm.
There we go. Ta-da! So easy, fun. Kids can make it. Just trace it with a marker onto wax paper. Make sure you flip it down so that the marker's face down. Melt the chocolate, glass bowl, 1 minute, stir it up. It won't look melted. Kind of, you know, put it into your drawing, let them set, and then there you go. All right, gobble ups.
I gotta ask, is there a video of this on your page?
There's not a video of this one. There should be, right? I know, but there is the recipe, and there is a beautiful picture of our little turkey.
And then you have a bunch of recipes on your page.
Yes, I have a bunch of I have a whole bunch. I mean, I'm constantly releasing 3 to 5 recipes a week myself, 3 recipes a month with the Price Chopper Kids Cooking Club, traveling around doing all kinds of fun stuff.
Well, Jodie, thank you again for being on our show.
Thank you so much for having me, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Thank you. Too. And a happy Thanksgiving to you also. Thank you for watching the Roving Reporter segment of Impact, and I wish you a safe and happy Thanksgiving. I hope to see you next time.
Proctor's, bringing the best in arts, education, and entertainment.